are live. We're only 3 minutes late. That's not bad going considering the... So have you got it in one ear?
I've got it in both.
Have you got it in both ears?
Talk.
1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1.
Oh no, it's not in that one.
There we go. You see, I was thinking the whole reason we're late is because
I was just lying to myself.
Lying. I can. If you fiddle with it, if you're listening to the podcast, this sounds vulgar, and you know what? It
is.
Morning, 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
I'm saying 4 a.m. You may have heard me say it just then.
I know. I don't know why you said that though.
Because that's what it says. 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
It's 4 a.m. and I'm thinking lonely thoughts about my baby.
Cheeky things happen at 4 a.m.
Like what?
People coming on saying good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Lulu is in the
Lulu's
house.
in the house. We did have. Is that made it any? We did have technical issues. So we're a few minutes late, and I thought what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort the technical issue. Oh, maybe I can fix it with doing this. I thought I can sort the technical issues
so
out.
It doesn't bother you, right?
Before the show, and while I'm going to be fiddling, right? I'm going to be fiddling. There's not. You can't stop me fiddling.
I would say tinker. Oh, what are you doing there? Are you supposed to do that?
What? I'm spreading
Splitting it.
Spreading it. Most of the technical stuff happened before the show.
Iain Lee fan here, of course.
Welcome.
Stephen Grice, of course. Lorna, good morning, peeps, and
Welcome.
Sharon. Everyone is arriving.
It's going to be some show today. We were supposed to have Josh Barry. He bottled it. He chickened out.
Yeah.
Like a piece of trash that he is.
We'll catch up with that guy.
He has a family member who is poorly, and he wrote to me in a panic saying, I've got someone's ill. Arthur can come and do it. Arthur works with him. I said, no, we want you. We want Arthur, but we want you. So we will make it. He's doing a show. I can't go to it. I've got the kids. On October the 2nd. You remember Josh Barry? He's been on before. I've been on his podcast. Go and Google him. He's a good guy. He's a handsome guy. I was looking at his picture because his picture popped up in the Patreon when I typed in his website.
Yes.
He's a damn good looking fella.
Yeah,
He's a damn good looking.
Oh,
I fixed it.
There's nothing wrong with that. You have.
I fixed it. We'll keep the other one on order.
It's sad news about Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend, isn't it?
Can we just process that chain of command?
Yeah. I mean,
who are these people?
If you
literally
Google Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend, the tweet you get is like one of those WhatsApps that has a little message on it saying shared many times.
What's happened?
Oh dear.
We got a new camera.
Nicki Minaj put out a little public health warning, and it's backfired terribly. She just meant well, but unfortunately, what she put was stupid.
Well, talk to me. Okay, Eric, thank you. But please don't anyone sub while I'm trying to understand this story.
Let me read to you what she said.
Let me take you down.
My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision.
Hang on.
And not bullied.
Did Nicki Minaj send this?
Nicki Minaj tweeted it with her chest.
She's got some waist.
Yep.
I mean, she hasn't actually. She has. Tiny waist.
But she's come in for some hella backlash because, one, a friend of a cousin in Trinidad, you don't know him, he goes to a different school. Okay, well, a lot of people suggesting that swollen testicles, and when I say people, I mean doctors.
Hang on, I'll get the camera up. We're coming back.
Come back.
Hang on a minute. We're
Come back.
back.
A lot of people, and I mean doctors, suggesting that what she's describing there is someone who's got chlamydia.
Oh.
Yeah. And, one kind person did one of those quote tweets and said, I'll put this nicely, someone lying to you. Right? So, yeah, the reason why the wedding was called off was probably not because swollen balls, and it's nothing to do with the vaccine as far as the medical profession is concerned. But, they would say that, wouldn't they? But so would most people with a brain.
The science lies to you, so don't believe that stuff. What I believe is Dave Griff has just subbed it to us.
I also am more inclined to believe a story about a cousin's friend who lives in Trinidad, you don't know him. Although there are a load of people going, everyone getting on their phone to family in Trinidad. It ain't that big. They'll know if a wedding got called off. We will find him.
George is cleaning his bum. George is cleaning his bum because you've got worms, haven't you, George?
Oh, Georgie.
But the babies, by you can't see them.
You know why he's got worms? Because he's been eating nonsense.
Oh, there's a half-eaten bird in my back garden. Gatford says, why have you got the fire on? Why do you think we got the fire on, Divvy? It's because it's freezing cold. I'm not allowed to put the heating on by mum law.
I would let you put it on.
You're not my mum.
I am a mum.
Not my mum.
I speak for my people.
I follow my own mum law.
I speak for my people. It's dad law that says put a cardigan on.
South Leeds says, first Monkeys gig in the States last night, Iain. Liar! Second or third?
I'm pretty sure they've done other gigs in the States.
Yeah. Let's go. Listen, we're doing an hour free. Then we go behind the paywall. What is the paywall, Catherine? How can these patriots, these potsies, these losers, come and join us for the last 2 hours of the show?
You can join us where the magic happens.
Yeah.
If you watch MTV Cribs, you know what I'm referring to there, right? Right. Behind the paywall is where all the secret, brilliant stuff happens. This is just an amuse-bouche. This is just a tantalising tease, a tabletop pleaser. I need to talk to you about pimples.
Okay, yes, please do, actually.
Go to www.patreon.com/Iain and Catherine, names spelt thusly.
There we go. That's our names.
And
Iain and Catherine.
for the price of a coffee, and not like a London posh coffee, but just a regular coffee, you can get yourself in on the action. I mean, all right, a coffee and maybe
I reckon two
coffees and maybe a biscoff, a biscoffee.
2 coffees.
Anyway, and it's just a lot of fun. There's about 3 months worth of stuff on there, and it's not just this show. I think
it's more actually. I think it's more. I think we started putting stuff up in June.
There's wee films on there. There's extra content, depending on what you decide to go for package wise, and that's your own business. But £6.66 plus VAT gets you kind of the not just entry level, but it gets you the. You're straddling a lot of content.
Here's what we'd like, and I'm just checking, right, to see if we've had. Here's what I would like today, starting from now, and I'm not in any way belittling Dave Griff and JKRX Art, who. By the way, there's a great Radio Rambles up there, and today at about 4, maybe earlier, I'm going to be listening to a classic Bezic.
Yeah.
That will go up as a podcast only for the Patreons.
And when you say classic Bezic, we're talking like 1980s?
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of trigger warnings.
There's some Jeff content on there because it was different times.
I've been listening to some because I finally worked out how to download files, audio files. Well, no, I always knew how to download audio files to my phone. I just didn't know where they went. I could never find them.
I found my files the other day and was like, oh, a revelation.
I could never find them. So I was... Now I found them, and I can play them, and I can play them in order.
Yeah.
So they just play. So I was listening to one the other day, and he called a woman. He shouted at a woman, "You stupid bee!"
Wow.
There's a lot of talk about South Africa and stuff. He is very much on the side of the black citizens of South Africa, but some of the language is very much of its time, and there's lots of jokes about AIDS. Including one that did make me chuckle, right?
Because it was so silly.
A guy phoned and said, "Yeah, Alan, I've got AIDS. I've got lemon AIDS, cherry AIDS, Lucas AIDS." It did make me chuckle. But
I need to address something here.
Yes.
There's an assumption. There's an allegation.
If we missed any of your comments, just put them in again, and we'll address them.
Stolen that top.
Right, where from?
Iain Lee fan 1 says, "Nice to see you have my favourite shirt on." It's her favourite shirt, apparently.
It's great.
Where did you find that?
It was one of those,
on her washing line?
It was one of those Chinese adverts on Facebook that don't normally work. Very disappointed to wake up this morning and go, "Oh God, I'm
I
still
did a
alive."
joke about you nicking her shirt, but
I just thought
you actually just told them where they could obtain such a shirt, which I think covers both bases. I'm fine with it.
I thought you could do better than that. Actually, I want to push you to be the best you can be.
Thanks,
and that
mate.
wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Thanks.
That wasn't it. This isn't it.
I'll do for you
This
the
isn't
same
it.
thing.
Don't need to. I'm
repeatedly.
there. I'm the
Are
best.
you?
Yeah.
Are you though?
It's very low best.
You think
I've
you're
got.
done? Oh.
Very low level best. I have.
If you just stand up a bit straighter, it'll be fine.
So I posted what I was told would become a viral video. I was promised yesterday I would get over 400,000 views.
You chose repulsive content to review. I couldn't watch it, and I'm your friend, and I want you to be better.
I did my first ever reaction video. And
I managed about 15 seconds.
I'm very disappointed that, first of all, my the membership, the subscribers to my YouTube channel has gone below 10,000 for the first time in a week. And so far, we've only had 335 views. So I'm not going to play it on this because it's like a solo project. But I'm going to post a link. There's a video for you. And Stacey is confessing to being a baby. There's the link. It's only had 330. And I said to David, this is what sums up my career, right? Is instead of doing a nice reaction video like Iain, one of my boys' favorite streamers who just does he watches satisfying videos. Instead of doing that, I had to go gross, over the top, vile.
Yeah.
I said, that's my career. That sums up my career completely. Just messing it up. Is this graphic okay? The shot's a little different. It's higher and coming down, thanks to Julio. Is this okay? Is this okay here? Is this not obscuring? No, you can still see me. The fire's on because it's cold.
Also see me, but...
You see my new watch?
Oh, okay.
It's a blind man watch.
I was thinking about getting one of them smartwatches, but it turns out they're not that smart.
They're rubbish.
Because you can't
So
do a Dick Tracy and talk to them, really.
No. You can do phone calls on them, on some of them.
But
you can. You pull that face, but you can. And we'll talk about my watch.
for the most part... No, but for the most part, it just tells you that someone's sent you a message.
Well, if you get an Apple phone watch, you can do it.
I'm not buying
then
any of that stuff ever again. I've
go.
fallen out with Apple big style, and they know why.
Anyway, back to what I was talking about.
Back to you.
So, there's a blind man watch, and what it is you feel... So, let me feel it, right? I'm not very good at it. I get the hours wrong. So, it's 10...
Well, you know exactly what time
Well,
it
I
is.
don't know exactly what time it is. I'm going to tell you exactly what time it is. Now I've lost the minute ball. So if you lose the ball, you can flick it, and it goes back to where it needs to be. I've lost it.
Oh.
Where is it? Hang on, it's there.
It's now a minute later
Hang on,
than it was when you
I know because I
started
can
telling
read.
the
It
time.
doesn't just stop the time where you go. 10:28. 10:28.
No.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got to shake it. It's really hard. But here's the thing. It's a design classic. This is like 250 quid.
Yeah, but you need skills to be able to read it, and you ain't got the skills.
I just look at it. It's a design classic. Mackenzie bought it for me years ago, like 10 years ago, and I was tidying out the garage, and I found it, and I thought, oh, I might be ready to wear this now. And so I took it to Timpson's, and they put a new battery in, and I'm wearing it, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this watch. And I texted Mackenzie for the first time in about maybe 18 months. We've spoken since the pandemic, but I texted him. We'd lost numbers. I got in touch with his agent and said, here's my number. I lost his if he wants, So I have a strange relationship with Mackenzie. It's built on friendship from him, resentment and jealousy from me.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to kill him.
Oh, no, that wasn't what I was asking.
I'm going to kill that goddamn SOB. Welcome to the show, and you are welcome to it. Very, very busy morning. We go behind the paywall in 45 minutes. Here's what I'd like. I'd love to get 10 subscribers today, or let's say 3 new 666 or above patrons.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. So if we can get 10, and I'm not including Dave and JKRXR. You are trendsetters. So I'm not belittling or bemoaning you. Or bemeaning? I'm not bemeaning or bemoaning.
Okay.
I'm believing that we can do this. I want 10 subs. If you've got Amazon Prime, link your... Yeah, the free stuff's a bit of an advert. Deal with it. Link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch and you can sub to us for free. As Katifa reminds me, and I always forget, it's September, so you get 20% off your subs. You can sub for a month or for 5 months if you want to get 20% off.
So why wouldn't you, frankly?
Let's get 10 subs, or let's get 3 new 666 Patreons, please.
That would give it a nice round number.
And I have to say, I've taken a punt with Patreon. I've added 2 new tiers. The £10 tier. Do you know what extra you get?
On this.
Do you know what you get for the £10 tier? Nothing more than you get for the 666. I just thought if you've had a good month, sub on the web. It's cheaper than the app. If you've had a good month, maybe you found some money in the street, you stole some money, you burglarized an old couple, and you got more for the jewellery and the VHS than you expected. You can do a £10, even if you just do it for a month and then go back down. I've also added the £35 level.
Same reason?
exactly the same reason. You get no more for that than you do for the £20.
It's just a feeling flash.
It's just if I know that some people, and this is a punt, and no one may go for it, that some people said, I would like to give a little bit more. So I've put those levels in. Absolutely no pressure. If you do it, it really, really helps. If you do it for a month and then go back down.
Also, some of you were asking whether we get, more of a cut from this or whether we get more of a cut from donations or Patreon or whatever. To us, honestly...
Donations.
I was going to say we're grateful for whatever you can manage, right? Amazon Prime won't cost you any extra if you've already got Amazon Prime membership. But yeah, donations to here.
Donations here are the best.
But I tell you what Patreon does, it just makes us feel that much more secure because we know we've got like a month's worth to sustain us.
Here's what would make me happy today, right? And here's what we do. Emsalot, there's a sub.
Thank you, Emsalot. Appreciated.
There's a sub. Hello, Pat Pats. Here's what we do. We are off here at 10 o'clock, right? This is what we're going to do.
This is 10 o'clock now.
We're off here at 11 o'clock and we go behind the paywall. I don't think our patrons would mind. Here's what we do. If we get 19 more subs, we go on for an extra half an hour on here.
Right.
If we get 5 more Patreons, we go on for an extra hour extra half an hour on here. If we get up to £600, we stay until 11:30. So, 19 more subs, up to £600, or how many did I say? 5 patrons, did I say? No, I went up.
You went up?
Five.
Okay.
I think I said 5. 5 patrons, we stay until 12:30. How about that? I think that's fair. As Izzy thinks that's fair. Patreon take a cut. Yeah, Patreon take a cut. Patreon take a cut. So you could set up a monthly payment. Whatever.
And I know that you get it, patrons, that it's about your generosity helps us to be able to do stuff that means that we get the opportunity to get more patrons in.
And we get to do more free stuff. And today, about 4, I'm going to be doing a classic Bezic episode listen along. And so that's going to be fun. And that's going to be free to watch on here. But then the podcast will go for the 666 and above. I'm aware we've done loads of podcasts, and yet we haven't yet done the bonus podcast for the 20 pounders. They're coming, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do this month. So just to reiterate before we get on with the show, if we get the dono bar up to 600, we go on for an extra half an hour for free. If we get 18 more subs before 10, we go on for an extra half an hour on here. If we get 5 new Patreons, let's say $4.99 and above, we go on for an extra half an hour on here. How's about them apples, dear listener? 0203 I forgot it's a phone-in show.
Yeah, you can phone us up if you want.
Full of pip, vim, and indeed vigour. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us...
You should be in bed.
You should be in bed. Rounding up.
Thank you.
Would gift a patron if I could. So here's the equivalent of 2. Gemma, £15. You can't gift Patreons. That's a flaw in their system, really, that you cannot gift. Thank you, Gemma. That is awesome. You didn't quite round up. There's a penny still loose. There's a penny on the loose.
Well, hopefully that'll irritate someone enough to round that up.
There's a penny on the loose. Oh, my days.
That's what you're talking.
Thank you. I was given a heads up on the most insane YouTube channel ever last night. And these videos get, no lie, 40 million views.
Right.
And I'd never heard of the guy. The phone lines are open. If you want to give us a call, you can, even if we're talking. You can give us a call.
Especially if we're talking.
I need to find...
So what are we talking? A hairdresser, makeup influencer?
No. We are talking about Dhar Mann.
Oh.
Dhar Mann. Now, the audio is going to be buggered on these for some reason. So let me just check. Can you...
Come on, man. We don't got all day.
Dhar... Who here knows about Dhar Mann? Right? Turner's turned me on to him. We're not just telling stories. We're changing lives. Now, let's look at some of the numbers on... He's got 12.3 million subscribers. Kids make fun of boy with autism, 40 million views. Gold digger breaks up with broke girlfriend, 38 million views. 30 million, 30 million, 30 million. It's insane, right? Now, what they are, supposedly, they're inspirational videos that tell you how to cope with difficult situations, and give you some tips and to inspire people to live better.
So they're like dramatizations, are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the acting, Lulu's has got it right. The acting is incredible. And the one I chose to watch, right, it was... here we go. The one I chose to watch was Roommate Won't Buy Groceries.
You should
right?
be in bed.
You should be in bed. Beefy Steam Pig. You say that
Thank you,
name.
Beefy Steam Pig.
Clip that, please. Tipped £1.99. Keep on keeping on, you beautiful people. Thank you. It isn't real. Illogical hell. So the one I watched, right? I watched one. I watched the beginning of one. I watched a bit of Girl Kicked Out from TikTok group, and it was terrible acting.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm not averse to that.
well, I've seen you acting. It was terrible acting, but it was, girl got kicked out of a group. This is how you deal with
Hurtful.
bullies and friends mistreating you.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I watched, right, this is nuts. Roommate Won't Buy
Attention
Groceries,
business owners.
right?
That's
Now,
real
to
beef,
help-
that.
This is supposed to be inspirational and telling you how to cope with situations. All right, so let's watch a bit of this. Look at the acting.
Hey, did you use my laundry detergent?
No?
Are you sure? I could have sworn I had some left.
Maybe somebody else used it.
No one else lives here.
The blonde one always plays the arsey one, does she? Okay, because I've not seen enough to know. I didn't know he had, what do you call, not a cabal, what do you call like a group
A
of-
troop.
No.
What's
the word
cast?
I'm thinking, what's the word I'm thinking of when you got like a pool? Maybe I'm thinking of pool of talent.
But that'll do.
That'll do.
Could I use some of yours?
Oh, I'm actually all out too.
Well, I guess I'll go to the store then. You want to come?
No, that's okay. I have to go out later
Whoa,
anyways.
stop. Crisps on the sofa. Move this out of the way. This box here, because they can't see that. That is rude.
Crisps coming out of her ass.
That
Oh,
is-
crisps down there as well.
All right. It's
Slovenly.
It's to illustrate the fact that
She-
she's been there
But
a
you should
while.
go.
Is slovenly.
Well, how do you plan on doing your laundry then?
That's a good question. I actually just did mine.
Okay, so that's the scenario. Now remember, these are meant to be. She's awful, gold digger, nasty girlfriend, arsey shop assistant, judgmental fuck. Wow,
And a messy crisp eater.
So this is right. So these are inspirational videos, right?
Yeah.
How to deal with these situations. Right now, we skip forward a little bit. We skip forward a little
gonna
bit to
put
how she's dealt with this situation, right? Okay, so this is how she's dealt with the situation to turn it around
Yeah.
and come out of this, feeling proud and better and
And the winner.
Yeah. Okay. This one's only had 7.3 million views. Okay, so we go here. Actually, let's skip forward a little bit.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Nothing. You didn't happen to use my laundry detergent, did you?
This is how to get through a
She's a wee wee in the
situation.
laundry detergent.
No.
Do you know what, Catherine? It's infinitely worse than that. She's basically poisoned her.
Why would you just assume that?
I don't know. Maybe because of the big bleach stains on the back of your sweater.
The heck?
Why did she wash the back of her sweater? It was the front that was the stain.
How did that happen?
How did that happen? That's not how
Sweater was
bleach
ruined.
works.
Oh, I see you ate one of my cinnamon buns.
Oh no.
Look at that look. It's a great freeze frame.
Yeah, you're right. I did. And it was a huge mistake because it tasted like...
Toothpaste?
Yes, exactly. Ugh. How did you... Ooh.
Oh, May.
Ooh.
You all right?
No.
These are inspirational videos.
My stomach is acting up really bad. I must have eaten something bad.
It wasn't what you ate. It's what you drank.
In 3 minutes, you'll start foaming at the mouth. In 5, you'll be on the floor, unable to move any muscles. And in 6, you'll be dead.
Would some passive-aggressive post-its not have done the same job?
No.
That's what we used to do as students.
No, it couldn't have been.
Title says retro gaming. If you refresh, has it worked now? Because the update thing on my stream feed doesn't quite work. So apologies for that. We'll change it.
because that's brand new.
We fixed it.
I know it was. You see? I knew you used my laundry detergent because
Oh, she's got a sweat on.
I
She's
secretly
dying.
put bleach in it.
You did?
Yep. And I knew this.
Tony says, you now have 24 hours to solve your own murder. Oh, we've jumped. Sorry, we've gone back. I do apologise. Let me just. Have you gone deaf in one ear again? A little bit deaf.
I've only got one ear in, so I couldn't tell.
Oh, okay. Band-Aid.
I knew you used my laundry
There we go.
detergent because I secretly put bleach in it.
I mean, seriously, why would you do that? That's insane, right?
You did?
Yep. And
Wow.
I knew the cinnamon bun tasted like.
This is going to backfire terribly because neither of them have got any laundry detergent, and she's about to cack her pants. She's got to live with her.
Toothpaste because, well, there wasn't just frosting on top of them.
You put toothpaste on the cinnamon buns?
That's
Why
insane.
would you do that?
I don't know. To teach you a lesson, it's not nice to always use someone's stuff without contributing, you know? And then, especially, to lie to them about it.
I think I need to use the restroom.
Well, if you had just stayed away from my juice, like I asked, then you wouldn't have drank the laxative I put inside of it.
That is insane, right?
And you're not using my toilet paper.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh.
Ooh, some powerful stuff.
She poisoned her.
And now we're going to see
Oh yeah, you see it.
her bearing down. Great acting.
It's My Nothing says, why would you continue to eat a cinnamon bun past one bite that clearly has toothpaste on? Clicksby Duntish, thank you. If we get another 17 more subs before 11 o'clock, we stay on for another half an hour. If we get another £100, we stay on for another... if we get £100, we'll stay on until midday. How's about that? And if we can get 5 patrons, we'll stay on for another half an hour. Here we go. Just going to check see if we've had any.
Did you get any toilet paper? Oh no, this is not good.
Now, right, so now, but now, the man himself, Mr. Dhar Mann.
Oh, God, is he going to do like a He-Man's final thought?
Yes, he is.
So, kids, remember.
Hey, Dhar Mann fam, I hope you loved that video.
Dhar Mann fam. Dhar Mann fam. We Peaches, I thought this was a porn intro. It was very similar acting styles and set. I bet that set doubles up. They have to be out by 12 so the porn stars can come in. Why are all porn actors stars? There's no just like porn bit parts.
Well, if you make them feel special, they do out.
Okay.
Please remember, we're not just telling stories, we're changing lives. And when
Well-
you share my videos, you're helping to change lives too.
I think
Thanks
what
for
you were
watching, and
recommending
I'll see you.
Was that people commit what is only classified as a crime.
I would like to just very much quickly say this counts as a new sub. Lorna McGinty from £6.66 to £10. Thank you.
Thank you.
We can get 4 more either upgrades or new subs. We'll stay on for another half an hour. Here we go.
You in the next video.
That's it, right? That's his. And the others, from what I can see, you know, kids make fun of boy with autism. You know, car
God, what does
mechanic.
he do?
I don't know.
Does he
I've
do a
not
full
seen it.
Full carry on them.
Car mechanic tries to scam.
A woman immediately regrets it.
Girl told don't play with cars. It's
It's been an incredible 15 years, man.
Thank you, Oscar.
You know, you always treated this shop like it was your own, and every customer like they were part of your family.
Catherine,
It was on the wall, so.
There.
you're fired.
You earned that. Give my love to your wife and kids, okay?
Oh my God. Why did that sound so creepy? Say hi to your wife. And ask her if I can have my stuff back.
If I can get my watch back, I left it on the bedside. Check out the one in the clothes shop with the seat guy. I mean, I don't know the thing is, there's so many. Rich athlete cheats on loyal wife. There's behind the scenes videos as well that also get like 3 or 4 million views. It is gay teen pressured to come out. Scammer steals from senior home. Mum forces girl to play with Barbies. I thought it said marbles. So there's a big old world of Dhar Mann videos.
Wow, okay.
It's incredible. Boy, oh boy.
Obviously, a lot of people appreciate guidance when it comes to the moral matters and poisoning tips. First one.
Excuse me, looking at my emails. I'm just checking to see if we get any new Patreon. So we've had one so far. Am I meant to get what these videos are about? They're supposed to inspire you and give you ways of dealing with horrific situations.
Everyday moral conundrum.
Yeah. And he's one of these people that's got more than one channel. A lot of the big YouTubers, Dhar Mann Law is rich in history. I'd love to read a book in it. A lot of these big YouTubers have other channels. I guess that means they rake it in, baby.
Yeah, there are a few I know of, and they're starting to branch out. There's the Welsh twins who'd have their individual channels, one together, and now they've started one with their brother who normally edits their videos.
Right.
But I think also they're recognising the fact that they've got our attention now. People want to watch all their stuff.
Let's milk it. I'm quite hot now with this fire on.
I'm not. Take your cardi off.
I might have to. I might have to take my cardi off. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. It's not quite the breakfast show, it's the brunch show. So we have a little look at the news that's going on. Prince Andrew's lawyer argues sexual abuse lawsuit against him is baseless. Debbie Harry. Let's see why Debbie Harry's trending. I wonder how far we'll have to scroll down before someone goes, I saw Debbie Harry trending and I shit myself, but thank God she's still around. There's always one of those.
She's at the
She looks incredible.
The
Look.
Met Ball. Yeah,
what an outfit. What an outfit.
Yeah.
I love that.
It was themed around our country or something, wasn't it?
Well, she's 70 now, 67, something like that. Mm-hmm. And our country, 'tis of thee. There isn't one saying, I saw Debbie Harry. She's 76? No. God. Someone's saying she looks like a tunnocks.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Saw Debbie Harry trending. Panicked.
Malcolm Tucker, thank you so much.
Don't worry, it's just that she's been recently glimpsed still being utterly effing fabulous. Saw Debbie Harry trending. Panic. There's always one. Normally they're a little bit higher up than that. Dan Lee. So what is this gala then? What is this everyone's been to?
The Met Gala. It's a big deal. Did you never see the picture of Rihanna looking like an omelette?
No.
People turn up, people fall over, people do things like this and get their photographs taken.
Okay.
And
I like him.
It's a big. I do. It's a big.
Look at the face he's putting. He knows it. He nearly smiled there. Look, he's nearly smiled.
He doesn't need to with that outfit on.
But he nearly cracked.
He
knows how redonk. Look at that. There he is.
Did you see Little Nas's outfit?
Is that the one that was a see-through dress?
No, it looked like a Liberace cape with great big shoulder pads. It was brilliant. And then he took it off, and it was a gold suit of armour. Wow. So, yeah, just a little something you throw on for trotting around Kmart.
He knows how redonkulous that is, and he is flipping, loving it.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it. There was a big hoo-ha. Well, I say a big hoo-ha. There was a small...
Was it a hoo-ha or a brouhaha?
It was more of a... It was a tiny hoo... It was more of a...
By the way, can you just... You might not be able to see. This is how well Pats is these days.
She's really roughing up that teddy bear that someone kind sent her.
Yeah, Katie sent that. She plays with that toy now, Katie. Look, there we go.
There you go.
You did that. Look at that! Isn't that amazing? From broken hip and a smashed pelvis to that. Thank you, Katifa.
It looks like you're pointing at me now for anyone who came late.
I had to confiscate the toy because she was getting too hectic with it when she wasn't very well. She's now behind there.
She's loving it.
Playing it. There we go. Hang on. Sorry. She's going to come out. She's behind the big Ted. Here we go. Pats. Patty.
She's busy.
She loves that toy. Do you know what? Actually, there's a fresh one because I think Katifa sent 2. There's a fresh one in the cupboard. So when she gets tired of that, isn't that amazing? Come back. Thank you, everyone who donated. There we go. Look. Have it. My little girl. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, there was a tiny hoo-ha online amongst certain quarters because there was a rumour that a load of YouTubers would be going to the Met Gala rather than the usual high-profile. Yeah.
But YouTube...
And they were saying, but we are celebrities, so suck on that.
It's that... look at the state of my hair. I didn't blow dry it. I got up quite late today. But they are celebrities. Would you have to be in a movie or a pop star now to do it? No, they're celebrities.
But also, they've got a huge amount of clout, and these days it's all about getting yourself seen. Those things are big adverts for the designers that are lending dresses and stuff. Of course, they want to appeal to a massive audience. I mean, the fact is that most of these YouTubers appeal to kids who have not got the budget for the sort of outfits that they're doing, but it doesn't matter. It's all about being seen.
It will get, but also the stuff they advertise. Go and get the budget. It's like putting sweets next to the checkout.
Yeah.
It's what do you call it? Something power. Pester Power.
Mm-hmm.
It's Pester Power. And you know the number of video games that I have bought because Dan TDM has played them that my kids would never know about.
My kids refer to things as being Gucci now. Gucci. I mean, when we were growing up, Gucci was like, well, first of all, it was super luxurious and beyond our reach. Then it was the sort of stuff that 90s pop stars might wear, right?
Yeah.
Now, there's kids in Gucci tracksuits.
Yeah.
That's what they're looking at, Gucci trainers. Gucci's kind of done what Burberry did when we were kids in the sort of 90s, 2000s, in that it kind of went down to street level,
right?
Rather than being
Burberry.
Burberry,
yeah.
Unfortunately, it kind of ate itself then, didn't it? I think it's probably
Billie Eilish
still resurfacing.
Love Billie Eilish.
She's so good.
She's brilliant, isn't she? Love Billie Eilish. I saw something else on here. I know you've sent some stories. We'll get to now GB News. What is
he's finally called it.
Yeah, he said that he's stepped down as a presenter and a chairman.
Yeah.
Or the chairman. I'm not sure if he's the or the or a. I don't understand the GB News story. Andrew Neil is a really bright person. Is this all planned? What happened? What changed? Is this planned? Was this always going to be the narrative, or was it just such a cock up and an embarrassment he stepped away? I don't understand.
I think that people forgot that actually behind all these slick news outlets, BBC, Sky, ITV, is a team of people who are experienced and well paid because they are brilliant at making the people who actually front the programs look great, right? It's not just the people who front the programs. And if you don't have that support network, you're going to look shit and it's your name above the door. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And this is about people's professional reputations as well. And if they're the ones reading the scripts out and the scripts are wrong or misspell, or, you know, the camera work is all over the place, or people have been hired because they're all right as talking heads but not controversial and the right political colour, that's one thing. But to be able to actually front up a show, especially when the person holding the other end of the safety rope, the producers and the backroom staff, you know, are inexperienced as it seems here. They've done a lot of stuff on the cheap and it shows.
What seems interesting is obviously that was the big story, and GB News has spammed the timeline to
try and eclipse
detract from it. It's who's coward bring back hanging? Oh, it's Dot Cotton saying that. Okay, Dot Cotton wants to bring back hanging. Okay,
it's not very Christian, is it?
I just don't I don't understand. I'm enjoying watching Simon McCoy. Great career at the BBC. Probably given more money for this, but more money for 6 months ain't gonna
It's hubris.
cut it.
It's hubris in action. It's hubris. They spent all the money on the people fronting some of the programmes. And unfortunately, without the backup team behind them that make them look great, it shows. The cracks show.
Patsy's sat on Catherine's.
I know, and she's going to
keyboard.
put caps lock on and all sorts.
Well, no, they do worse settings than that. They often turn off the ability to type. Oh, it's Dan. Seems like it's been driven in a more extreme, insane agenda than originally planned. So a lot are jumping ship. It's now people like Dan Wootton and Mark Dolan speaking insane nonsense. It really, really is. Can you trust the media nowadays? At least it's how I feel in America. It's always been good to question it. Always been good to question it and question its sources. But yeah, I think generally you can. We are going to go behind the paywall in 17 minutes, unless we get 4 more new Patreons or upgrades. Unless Clicksby Duntish has resubbed. So if we get 16 more resubs on Twitch, if we get 4 more new Patreons or upgrades, or if we get another £98 before 11 o'clock, you've got 17 minutes to get it in, so to speak, madam. Why would an actress be talking to a bishop? What scenario is going on there? And she's constantly firing innuendo at him. That seems so Who is the actress? I'm guessing it's the Archbishop of Canterbury. To Roger Royle. Roger Royle, remember him?
No.
He was like the celebrity vicar. Hello.
Was he?
I'm Roger Royle, and I'm sitting in for Terry Wogan today. You don't remember Roger Royle?
He was like the guy from the Commodores that's famous now. Richard.
No, what, the guy from the Commodores? Lionel Richie?
No, Richard. You had...
Not from the Commodores.
What's he from?
The Commodores.
Communards. And you began with com.
I've had lunch with him. There we go, Roger Royle.
Okay. Oh, I recognise him.
Yeah. There we go. Look, see him, Roger Royle next to Wogan. I wasn't far off. He was a lovely vicar.
Look at his job.
Got his teeth
You're a
from.
vicar, it's your job to be lovely.
Yeah,
Some
not
of them
all of
forget.
them are. I missed the. There was a silver band playing at the church down the road on Sunday. I missed it. I was genuinely up for going and having some of that.
Do you know what? It's not necessarily silver, but brass bands, they certainly do tap into something very primal in
The
me.
Commodores. Made me laugh. It's in your DNA.
Yeah.
It's in your DNA.
It is. Stop it! Stop it! You're triggering me. I said to Mother, we're all out of loafs. I'll nip down Till and get it for you. But what I didn't think was I'd have to push right back up the hill.
We saw the Hovis Hill. It's
down south.
It's down south, the Hovis Hill. We did a show there.
It's near Monkey World, isn't it?
It's like it's sort of towards Cornwall kind of way. Begins with an S, I think. Shaftesbury. How dare you? Oh, it's the name of the place. Shaftesbury. That's TV for you. It's TV. Fake. Yeah, Delith. What?
Yeah, exactly.
It's in Dorset. Yeah, it's not up there. We saw it. It's incredible. We got a picture of it somewhere.
It's steep. You don't want to be old in that village and live at the top of the hill.
We took a picture of it with all of our fans who came to the Shaftesbury show. That was a great show, the Shaftesbury show.
Yeah. In the before times.
I absolutely love that. Can we get another 16 subs to give... tell you what, if we get another 16 subs, let's give you an extra hour. Let's promise you an extra hour. 16 more subs, 98 more pounds, or 5 more... Patreons or upgrades will give you another hour of Twitch, another free hour, all right? Because we're supposed to be going behind the paywall in 14 minutes. It's a lot to ask. Maybe we'll start the show tomorrow with that. Tomorrow's show, 2 hours free. We are watching Paddington Green.
Aye.
So with 2 hours, we'll probably get about 14 minutes of Paddington Green.
A lot of laughing. If we get to the one where he's putting his concoction on the windowsill,
yeah,
his elixir of youth, and by him I mean the strange wig fella, we may only see 3 minutes.
Ranger Elite is subbed. If we can get another 15 subs before 11 o'clock, we will stay on for another hour.
Get in.
If we get another £98, or if we get 5 more Patreons or upgrades, then I'm just checking the emails, then we will stay on for another hour. Yeah, his elixir of... I call it an elixir of youth.
It's the pleasure I get out of life.
It's the pleasure.
It's the pleasure I get out of life.
It's the pleasure I get out of life.
It's the pleasure I get out of life.
It's a pleasure I get out of life.
It's the pleasure I get.
He says the T in it.
It's a pleasure, but he's got a soft tongue, hasn't he?
It's a pleasure I get out
it's
of
sort of in
life.
between.
It's almost Wurzel.
It's the pleasure I get out of life.
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 Phone in and do it. Phone in and say
What's
it,
the
then hang
pleasure
up.
you get out of life?
0203 286 6370 is the phone number. If you want to give us a call.
I forgot to pack my swimsuit.
No, that's not how you do that one. It's this.
I forgot to pack my swimsuit.
You're
So
whispering. I heard you whispering, sir.
Don't call me sir. You can. We're friends.
You're whispering.
Don't
He's
call
always
me
saying
sir.
that I can't lip sync and I whisper, but he whispers.
Who called me sir the other day? I was a kid at. It was oh no, I think they called me Mr. Lee actually.
Oh.
At the school fete
Was
the
it
other
your
day.
child?
Oh, it wasn't. Hello, caller.
It's a pleasure I get out of life.
Oh my God!
That's not bad,
It's
but-
Janet Street Porter's called
No,
in.
she's more like that.
Janet Street Porter's called. No, but she doesn't. You're doing the impression of the
Janet
impressions.
Street Porter.
You're doing the impression of the impressions.
Oh, shut up.
You're doing the spitting image.
We all learn those.
0203 286 6370.
It's the pleasure I get out of life.
What's the pleasure you get out of life? Give us a call. Just say it and then bugger off.
Say it and then.
Shut up.
I am so excited about
just
today
can't
at
hide it.
4 o'clock doing classic Bezic. Honestly, the one I listened to on yesterday, though, I'm really enjoying listening to them. Now I know where they are stored on my telephone.
Yeah.
And I can play them in order, so it automatically just rolls on. I was in hysterics, but the language is very, very much of its time,
Yeah.
i.e. offensive.
We should call it Rum Bezic.
Rum Bezic.
It's rum.
Bezic. It is remarkable. There's no denying it. It's a remarkable thing. Oh, today's a good day. Whenever I hear Mr. Lee, I think of the ringtone guy on Ministry of Mayhem. Is that Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee? Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. You know that song? No. Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Me, Mr. Lee. Oh, it's the Bobettes. This is a great song, right?
What's it called?
I'm not sure. Here we go. It's not this. This is an advert. Oh, today, I tell you why I'm excited as well. I've got a great task today. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, hey! Look at Mr. Lee. 3, 4, 5. Look at him jive. Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Hop, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Hop, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Hop, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Hop.
There you go. You never heard that? It's a great song.
No, I get the feeling I'm going to be hearing that a lot.
It's a great song. Well, I forgot I have a theme tune. Forgot that I have a theme tune. We've got 9 minutes to try and get £98 to get 4 more Patreon subs or upgrades, or to get 15 more subs to Twitch. But the Patreon is great. We're going to go behind the paywall in 9 minutes, unless we get those things. Patreon is where you get to see all of the show. All of the shows, and all of the show. All of the show, game, set, and match. All of the show, so you go bigger, don't you? Game, set, and match. All of the show,
Yeah.
all of the shows. That's. Well, Miss Stuart Lee can kiss my chuddies. And it's the best value is $6.66 a month plus that. It's the price of 2 coffees. And this is how we can afford to do the free stuff. So thank you to all our patrons. Thank you to everyone who makes a dono. It makes a big difference. We'll do the news stories when we go behind the paywall. Let's save those for that.
Can I tantalise you with what one of them is about?
100 bits. Thank you, Tweety Bird. You're going to need a tenner to get the song again. A tenner.
One of the stories is about someone who really likes pigeons.
Is it a pigeon?
I don't think that she even fancies them.
Oh, I found an amazing Beach Boys clip. Right, I'd never heard before. Right, really into the Beach Boys again.
They're quite good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. Well,
I don't like Sleep John B though. I think it's boring. I think
Oh.
Barbara Brown is boring.
Oh, Barbara Ann's flipping awful when they play it live. It goes on for freaking ages.
And I like the songs that you're not supposed to like Kokomo.
Oh, Kokomo's the best song. Kokomo's greater than
Do you
Smile.
remember when we went to see Mike Love and the what remains of the
Bi-
Beach Boys?
Well, the Beach Boys tribute. Mike Love's Beach Boys tribute band.
Bits of the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
And his videos were still like that kind of 1980s
The
soft porn aesthetic.
The bikini thong up the crowd. Oh! We're on for another hour, guys. We're on for another hour.
What?
On behalf of Mr. Big LLP, we're on for another hour for free.
Show Macken.
We're on for another hour for free. Patreons, I hope you're cool with that. I know you're cool with that because you know how this works.
Thank you.
How do I find the Patreon? It says Aurora. We go here. This is how you do it. Wow. This is suddenly becoming... Oh, am I Streamlabs? I'm Streamlabs now. This is suddenly becoming a hell of a show.
Mhm.
You got another hour for free, guys. I hope you're cool with that, Patrons, right? You...
Do you know what I think did that? Me talking about pigeons. Everyone loves a pigeon.
I think they are.
A pigeon story.
Streamlabs. Let me just... We're going to see who that is, what done that. Because that is amazing. Am I Streamlabs or Stream Elements now? I think I'm Stream Elements. I just don't know.
You see what you've done there?
Thank you.
Mysterious benefactor.
Thank you.
Put him in a tiz.
Izzy says it's all cool. And Izzy was voted by the patrons as spokesperson for the patrons. We're in for another hour for free.
Who was that masked man? None of your business.
Or woman. It was a man. So this is the Beach Boys. I'd never heard this from 1968.
Here we go.
What?
That's Dennis.
Rolling, take one, big plucker.
Are we gonna record it?
It's Dennis.
Hey. No, but you get in here too, Carl, and do it. Yeah. Oh, I'll do it. All right. Here you go. Now, how's it go? Ready? Play. Wait.
This is a Beach Boys outtake.
Wait, I gotta get ready to do it in that violin part.
By the way, look at their silk suits.
Just hear it a cappella once. Okay. Let's hear it a cappella once.
I'm not the fig plucker nor the fig plucker son, but I'll pluck figs till the fig plucker comes.
Anyone else think that Brian maybe has got like ketchup down his? That's why he's at the back.
Where's Brian in that picture?
Oh no.
That's Carl.
Oh, Carl.
Here we go. Roll it.
Rolling.
Okay. Here we go.
Tell us a story about the fig plucker.
Ready? Here we go. Count it out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Here we go.
Fig plucker.
That's the fella that tickled my palm, isn't it?
Yeah, Bruce.
On the count of 3.
Come on, man, do it.
I'm not the fig plucker nor the fig plucker son, but I'll pluck figs till the fig plucker comes.
That's the Beach Boys. Dave, thank you very, very much for that sub. Thank you very, very much for that sub. I'm going to check the YouTube link to see if anybody is there, because we should let those guys know. Dave, lovely to see you. You're not supposed to see that? I don't think you saw anything that you weren't meant to see.
Yeah, because they're going to be floating around there behind the velvet rope thinking, where is everybody?
Yeah, so let's go and have a little look behind that paywall. What day are we today? We're Tuesday.
Bin day.
Oh, no, that's not it. That's Josh Barry's. Oh, this is Josh Barry's website. Okay, he's coming on next week, but go and have a little look at his website to get a vibe.
I've got a load of grass clippings in my big green bin. And it turns out...
Said the actress to the bishop.
And it turns out the council ain't going to take it till at least next month.
Why? Oh, I think they've all got... is that the pingdemic?
I don't know what it is, but what I've now got is a bin full of flies, rotting vegetation, stench, probably like Fungus the Bogeyman. They're really going to have a lot of nonsense to deal with.
We've had great trouble with our recycling and green waste in as much as they quite often they come in, so we get the rubbish it alternates every week. So we have the rubbish one week, then the recycling and green the next. But the recycling and green has often been missed. But they just don't come. And what you can do is if your bin collection gets missed, you've got 2 days to report it, and then they come. It's not been happening. Ben Parrish.
Thanks, Ben.
Gallus, you said.
Gallus Gobbler.
Thank you. 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 subs. We'd love to get 20 subs. We're going to go behind the paywall at 12. That's happening, right? That's happening. It's mainly the national shortage of HGV drivers. Yeah, I thought so. I was angry the first week, and then I kind of realised this shortage was happening everywhere. And I thought, I wasn't angry. I was disappointed. It's the rubbish bin that's the main problem. I don't have that much recycling because and put it in the bin.
I recycle everything except then my recycle bin gets filled up, and so the following week just all goes in the normal bin.
As you know, I'm feeding the cat Sheba because there is a poison warning about Felix cat food, if you didn't know. Oh. So I'm feeding them Sheba, but it's very, very stinky. So I'm having to put that in the black bin. What is this? 3 counties. Why do you think Marks and Spencer's has done so badly within this 6 months? Give me a call and we will record it and we will send it to the CEO of Marks and Spencer's. It's gone badly this 6 months because he was a Brexiteer and he's now complaining.
Right.
He's now complaining that he can't get any of his stock. Divvy. So I get maggots in the bin. So as you know, I take the rubbish bags and I put them in my car and I drive them to like a bin out by a bus stop.
All right. I thought you were going to say, and I forgot, and now they're just like a big old...
James says, my biggest stress is being the first person to put my bin out. What if I get it wrong and then all my neighbours see my bin and put the same wrong bin out?
They won't follow you. We've all got our favourite neighbour. I'm not saying that you're not their favourite, but they will know that you're not reliable bin-wise. I look at what Michael's doing. Michael opposite is a 90-odd-year-old World War II veteran. He knows. He keeps those bins...
Betty knows.
Exactly.
In her 80s.
And also he shifts his around. So I can see for the full week before which one is the next one that's going to get pulled out.
My fear isn't that everyone will copy me. My fear is genuinely if people going, doesn't he know it's a bank holiday? And I never know bank holidays. That's my fear. But Betty is spot on. She gets it every time and quite often she go, here, Iain, why have you put your bins out? Is it not? Is it a bank holiday, Betty? She'll tell me. She knows. I'm not going to lie. I had a giggle of the $3 tier on Patreon. What is the giggle about that? Is that the prayers that we pray for you? We do it. Do it every single night before we go to bed.
Serious business.
We do the prayers. We do the prayers. Look at that. Beautiful. We're on for another hour. Patrons, I hope you're cool with that. I'm sure you are cool with that. If we... if we were allowed to, we would.
I went to Marks and Spencer yesterday for the first time in ages. Why? Because someone showed me they've got all the Halloween sweets and stuff there already. So I am stocked up.
Oh, it's Halloween coming soon. That's good. I found the bag of Halloween stuff in the thing. I am ambivalent. That's our accountant saying, Pringles, thank you. We're up to 9 subs. 20 subs today would be a dream. But we are going to finish at 12 and go to the paywall. I found a memory card. I found a load of memory cards. I'm tidying out the garage. I threw away so much. I had a box of stuff and I thought, I'll keep this. And I thought, no, I haven't used it. So many cables, so many HDMI cables. What's going on here?
Taking my shoes off. There's no reason to be wearing these indoors, is there? There's no, but they are.
Loads of HDMI and loads of audio cables. I just don't use. I've got loads already. I threw out. There's a tiny Commodore 64 that plays loads of Commodore 64 games, and I thought I can't throw that away. And I thought I've had it for 2 years and I've played it once. It has gone.
It's more storage than fun.
But I found some big old chunky memory cards for cameras. Actually, I think 2 are audio, but I can't think what they would have gone in. I can't remember where I would have used big audio memory cards. But I found my Canon 7D, which is a really nice camera. And I found these cards and I thought, I am going to go and look on this card. I found one, actually. I'm going to go and look on this card right now. I'm going to do it right now. And boy, oh boy, I found the best pictures. I found pictures of when we went to Euro Disney years ago. So my beautiful boys when they were babies, high-fiving. I remember my youngest wanted Minnie Mouse as his girlfriend, and then Minnie Mouse came and said hello to him, and he was like blown away by it. And so I found those, and then I worked out. I've never known how to do this. You can big audio memory cards, great band. Says DJ Black. You can change the pictures on your computer screen so that they're your pictures, and you can get them so they change every minute. Mm-hmm. Did you know about this?
Yeah.
Okay. Loco is here. Thank you for the sub. We're up to 10. If we can get another 10, that would be awesome.
That's olden days technology, isn't it?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. But the Canon 7D, I mean, look at this is not actually particularly good. Look at the sharpness of that. It's not a particularly great picture. But what a camera. I'm going to start using that again. But I also found, go on, sorry, you're going to say something.
I brought my nice camera to Alton Towers. I need to have a look and see what I took there. I took some really nice pictures of the kids all together at the Monkey Place.
Oh, look at that.
But here's the thing, right? With pictures on camera,
Not showing these to you guys.
we don't do it anymore because you have to afterwards like take the time to get them off the camera, right?
This is the day we found out that Benji, their rabbit, had died, and we thought they were going to be upset, and me and their mum were going, okay, well, this could be a real learning opportunity, and we had told them, and they went, can we see the skeleton? That was it. That was the reaction. That was Benji too. They don't know about Benji 1.
But yeah, but ones on cameras, and then you find them years later, and all of a sudden, what you're looking at is children who aren't around anymore. You know, babies who are now teenagers, little faces that you remember.
But can I show you a video that I made? How do I pause? Okay.
I remember this.
Oh, where's that? How does that work?
Oh, just sliding across bar.
There we go. So I made this video. This was for Iain Lee versus Radio, the show that some of you came and saw. And we did it twice and it didn't work. And so it was kind of, this is Mackenzie, and it was a show about how I love radio, and I would speak to Mackenzie
It was supposed
live.
to be a satellite link, yeah.
Yeah. And so I can't remember what so Mackenzie's here. Mackenzie, it's lovely to have you.
Focus.
Oh, okay. Forget that. Hang on. Mackenzie's here. Hello, Mackenzie. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Ian.
Yes.
Can you?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah,
can you hear us? There's a satellite delay, I think.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Well,
for having
nice to have you here. I don't remember what the conversation
I'm not
was.
actually. I'm in California at the moment, getting ready to start filming a new movie. It's called The Prawn. It's about a giant boxing prawn, which I know sounds ridiculous, but it's actually quite a poignant, heartwarming movie.
Sounds good. Then I would ask you a question.
Sir Ben Kingsley.
Okay.
I'm playing the manager, Danny Longarms.
Okay, so are you the prawn?
Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
Okay, and then I'll ask a question.
Yeah, well, the story that you're alluding to happened when we were doing the first round of publicity for The Office, and we were doing lots of radio interviews, and this one occasion it was me and Ricky Gervais, and I think it was for BRMB in the Midlands, and it was all going smoothly. It was a live interview, and then a couple of minutes in, the presenter asked Ricky Gervais, sorry, I'm going to have to get that. I'll be 2 minutes. It'll be 30 seconds. Sorry.
Kicking a cushion. It's good, right?
Who's making that noise?
He's making the noise, but I'm kicking the cushion. That's good, right?
And that was the show, imagine.
We did it twice, and it kind of killed the vibe, but that was good. That was funny. How do I get out of here? Oh, we get out of here. Look at, is that Pluto or Goofy? Doing no pictures.
That's Goofy.
No pictures, please. That was fun.
I told you about my sister when she was cabin crew. There seemed to be a lot of cabin crew Euro Disney crossover.
Yeah.
In terms of their jobs.
Okay.
And they told her that when they worked at Euro Disney on the first day, you'd get lined up and inspected.
Oh yeah, I like this.
Someone with a clipboard, and they'd go along with their clipboard, and they'd go face. Fur.
So on looks.
Face. Yeah. So basically, if you weren't attractive enough to be a face, you'd be a fur. So from then on, Euro Disney employees refer to less attractive people as furs.
We missed a phone call. From a good friend of ours.
Can you imagine? Face. Fur. Please don't let me be a fur. Please don't let me be a fur.
It's not connecting for some reason. Alistair, do you want to try and call us again, please? Because it's not connecting for some reason. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome. You can also Skype from anywhere in the world. Look up TLNA, and you can Skype for free. You don't have to have a camera on if you don't want, but you can if you do want. That will be good. Good morning, Alistair.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning.
It's the pleasure I get out of life, isn't it?
I said with such conviction.
Yeah, but this is it.
It's the pleasure I get out of life.
It's the pleasure I get. It's wetter. He does it wetter.
It's
the pleasure. It's the pleasure I get out of life.
That's it.
It's the pleasure I get out of life.
That's not bad. Okay, because we're casting.
Yours sounded a bit more Wickermanish. But...
We're casting the movie of Paddington Green, and so far you're up for the part of the wig maker, the wig maker, the heartbreaker, the spaff taker.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like the guy who says, and it fits into what, because I often fall asleep. Shit, I'm awake.
Oh my God. Shit,
I'm awake.
Shit, I'm awake. I love Alan Beswick's show so much, and I'm going to be heartbroken when it comes to the inevitable end.
What on earth will we listen to?
Well, there's nothing. I've taken to falling asleep to 4 Extra because it's normally the comedy stuff, and then it goes into like a documentary and then like a boring play. And I need voices. I can't have music. I need voices to fall asleep to. I don't enjoy listening to it. I mean, I do enjoy listening to it because I work for them and I actually love. What I mean when I say I don't enjoy listening to it is it's not my preferred method of falling asleep. I don't enjoy listening to it to fall asleep. I love listening to it when I'm awake. So good.
Because you get hooked.
It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. But there's nothing else. There's nothing else, Alistair. And it's either... It has to swing back the other way, doesn't it? It has to.
Well, you guys need to be back on the air, but properly.
If only it were a matter of just making a phone call.
Well, I had a very interesting call with my agent.
Is that the same guy who's my agent?
Yeah. And he said that there's like a smaller radio station that has some big names on it, like Heritage radio names on it.
Right.
And he asked if one of our agent's clients was available to do weekend breakfast. And he said no, but what about Iain Lee? And the guy who owns the radio station said no. But he said, I am thinking of starting a speech radio station next year, and I'd be very interested in Iain then. Let's have a chat later in the year. So...
Oh.
And again, it's that thing. There's no radio station would take me. They have to build a new radio station. This could all be bluff and bluster. He's a real person, and he's you just don't know him. He goes to a different school, and he does have radio stations.
Is he Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend?
Could be. So I mean, the radio station doesn't even exist or anything, and it may never exist. But that was a little twinkle. Oh, and don't forget, by September the 26th, or on September the 26th, I've had a prediction. Something great is going to happen. What's the date today, please? Do you know the date,
14th,
Alistair?
isn't it?
14th. Okay, we're 12 days away.
It's the day after Little's birthday.
12 days away. Alistair!
Hello.
Okay, can I talk about something a bit serious?
Of course you can. You know the score. You can talk about anything you want.
See my mate at the weekend, and okay, right. Friend is round about my age.
So old.
He is vulnerable though in terms of his physical health.
Right.
And he has mental health problems as well. But not, they're kind of not active ones, but he does have, I don't know how to describe it really, some more personality type issues, if I may say that. But I was aware that he lives in a flat where this place is, which is kind of not in the best part of town. And I was aware that he was getting hassle from these people that had gone round to his place and started to, what's the right word, groom him for them to give him stuff, for him to give stuff away to them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so it's kind of bullying via pretend, initially on the face of it, pretended to be mate.
Friendship, and then exploitation.
Coercion,
Similar thing happened to my mum with some of her carers, my God.
Yeah. And it's incredible. I was at his place, and we were just about to go and meet another friend and have pizza somewhere.
Oh, I had pizza last night.
And all of a sudden, this gang turned up.
Oh my
8
God.
or 9 people in a fairly small flat.
Yeah.
So, and immediately I was, intimidated.
Yeah.
But I could sit back and watch what was going on in terms of...
You could see it.
See it. And he knows my friend knows what's happening. And I say to him after the event, we need to try and sort of not entertain them. But then it's easy for me to say he's been kind of worked on, and now he finds that he's probably in fear.
Okay, so is he moved... Sorry to interrupt. Has he moved from they are my friends to I am scared of them?
He's not said he's scared, but he's saying at the moment, I'm not having it anymore, because they stole some stuff out of the fridge. They asked for some taxi money for somebody else, and he gives it out, and and one of them was obviously the leader, was very aggressive. It was based on a story that his house was on fire and he'd hit somebody, and he was like really up. But in that small space, he was quite aggressive, and we were saying that we had to go out to meet our mate for dinner. And he was saying, well, look, I'll stay here then, and if you argue with me, under his breath, he said, I'll chuck Tony out the window.
Jesus.
Really horrible stuff. But, I mean, I was only there with that for about, an hour. But I said, well, how often do they come round? Well, most days. And it's like heartbreaking, because he's my friend, and I don't really know. All I can do is, I guess, ring him more often and give him phone support. I'm not sure what else I can do really to help him.
People are saying cuckooing. I can imagine what that means. I see you've just Googled it, Catherine.
Yeah.
It's not a phrase I've heard of. I can imagine a cuckoo comes and steals someone else's nest.
Yeah, this is the definition from Oxford City Council. So this is kind of a standard MO. Cuckooing is a practice where people take over a person's home and use of the property to facilitate exploitation. They will either use the property to deal, store, or take drugs, using the property for sex work, taking over the property as a place for them to live, taking over the property to financially abuse the tenant. Well, we certainly know that the latter is likely happening to your mate.
People are saying it's a police job, and it probably is. However, I can understand why someone would not want to go to the police for fear of violence.
Yeah.
It looks like councils get involved.
But what could they do?
This is what they're saying in Oxford. We have a number of tools and powers to remove the people who are exploiting and keeping the tenants safe. In more extreme cases, the City Council and the police will work together to obtain closure orders or injunctions on the cuckooed property. And I guess this is when they've actually flipping moved in and taken over. All cases follow reports from neighbours or professionals who raise a concern about a vulnerable person. Well, maybe the first instance is the social then. Social services.
Well, I mean, who needs to go? Is it Alistair? Would they listen to Alistair? Is it one of those situations? By the way, Big Boy was out all night and it was chucking with rain, and I said he'd come in all wet. Look at the state of him.
Oh my God, it looks like Dennis the Menace.
Look at the state of him. Because quite often with some situations, I don't know about this, you report it to the authorities and they say, well, no, the person involved has to report it. So I don't know... Would it work if Alistair reported it? I don't know if you'd want to, Alistair, because, I mean, would you want to?
Well, this says it follows reports from neighbours or professionals, so it sounds like at least in Oxford they do take third parties.
Would you want to, or would you be concerned about reporting?
Right, well, I mean, under normal circumstances, I probably would. But the thing is that my friend's got, he's got capacity still.
Okay.
To make decisions, and he would never entertain it because he would say, "Well, look, I am dealing with this, and I am going to stop them."
Okay.
And he wouldn't want the police involved. He wouldn't really want me to speak to anybody else. We do. I mean, the good thing is our other friend is aware of it as well, and I know that he's keeping an eye. He lives in the same place, not the same place, but the same town. It's just something, and of course, I often ring him, and he's down in the dumps. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
he's down in the dumps because he has to, on top of everything else. I mean, he's had a very rough life, I have to say.
But this stuff is so creeping, he might not realise until he can't say anything.
Yeah. I mean, this will not have a great effect. And
I
mean, he often copes with it by not answering the door and just, hiding behind the curtains. But
gosh, that's no way to live. And everyone in the chat is saying, Alistair, you have to report it. Alistair, you have to report it. You don't. I'm being very careful of my language so that there is, hopefully you are hearing, there is no judgment from me, from us, about whatever your decision is. I respect whatever your decision is. I respect your decision. And if you don't want to report it, you don't have to report it.
It may get to the point where the neighbours say something. That's the thing, isn't it? If it's a big gang like that, they're going to notice.
I would offer help, but I'm going to China to kick the Shaolins in, so I can't help.
It's kind of a block of flats where they've put all vulnerable people in. You know what I mean?
Geez.
Oh, God.
Is there a warden or anything?
No, not really.
So it's an obvious target, isn't it? It's a soft target for these people.
That's a horrific situation, and thank you for sharing it. And I guess something to, we're going to use a little bit of AA language. It's something to pray on, isn't it?
Yeah. I have already, actually. I've mentioned him, and I mean, definitely what I'm going to do, because I used to ring him, I'll speak to him every 2 or 3 weeks, slightly more, but now I'm going to ring him every week, and every weekend. I'm going to see how he is, monitor, how he's dealing with things, and just give him support in him trying to be absolutely, shutting the door on it as far as he can. And maybe they'll get bored and,
also,
I hate to say it, go and find somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what I'd flag up to him, that it's not just him, because there'll be shame around it. How have I allowed myself to get into this position? But it seems like it's standard practice because it bloody works for people.
Yeah.
There is always the option people are suggesting in the chat of anonymously telling the authorities. The thing is, if, for example, if I were to tell the authorities and say, my friend Steve is in this vulnerable situation, he's being bullied and manipulated and coerced, then the authorities go to Steve, and Steve goes, oh, no, everything's fine. Oh, God, no, everything. Oh, God, if that's where that stops. The chain then stops there. He has to, at some level, be willing to be involved in the reporting, and if he's not, it doesn't happen.
So I would suggest this, Alistair, that you tell him that this is a thing, that he's not alone, that this is a pretty common move,
and that there is an alternative.
Certainly will do. Yeah.
Thank you, mate. And I'm not only am I sorry for your friend, I'm also sorry for you, because I know you are a good person and you feel things. And this must be awful for you to have this quandary going around in your head, and also know that a friend is in trouble.
Yeah, I was kind of aware it was happening, but actually to experience it in the flesh, so to speak, is kind of a bit of a shocker. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And then just another program recommendation. Again, not about all that.
Oh God, I need program recommendations, because I'm finished. I started watching Malignant last night. And all the reviews on IMDb, this is great. It's like an 80s slasher film. It's like a crock of shit film is what it's like. So, so yes, give me a recomendazione, please.
Right, I'm just landed on Sky, a documentary called Look Away, about the bad old days when rock stars used to entertain young girls.
Oh, Jesus.
So, and it's interesting because at the beginning they read out the lyrics of songs that some of these people have written.
Give us some of the names of the people.
They've done it.
Yeah. Oh, they do it in plain sight. I mean, give us some of the names. Do they mention names?
Aerosmith's lead singer.
Tyler. Yeah.
Tyler.
Jimmy Page. You mentioned Jimmy Page.
He's seen in a picture.
Yeah.
John Bonham was the drummer. Rolling Stones. Not specifically which one, but yeah, I mean,
it's odd this doesn't get discussed.
It's kind of shocking, but then they say, well, this is what happened in those days. It doesn't
Different
make it
times.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Look Away. Again, triggering if you're vulnerable, but yes.
Under the table.
There's a very wet big boy.
Feeling sorry for himself.
Come up here. I want to show the ladies and gentlemen how wet you are.
Oh my God.
I mean,
what's that he's got stuck to his side?
Look at the state of that.
What's this? What's this?
Look at the state of that.
It's got off a tree.
He's been out all night and it's been chucking it down, Alistair. And I said to Catherine, he will come back. I'm just checking these aren't worms because George.
He's enormous, isn't he?
He is a big old beast. I said he will come back, soak him wet, and going, have you got any food? I've not had any dinner or breakfast. You got any food? And it's exactly what he's doing. You're such a weird creature. I don't get worried now. If he goes away for 2 or 3 days, I don't get worried. He's obviously going back to his old. Well, you just sit there, you wet thing.
He's like Compo, isn't he?
You just sit there. I love you so much, big boy.
He just defaults to type sometimes and goes and sits in a bush.
Happy Shark Comedy says, I saw a great documentary about Iain Cognito the other night. It's free on Vimeo. He's very famous. Well, not famous. Sorry, he's a cult comedian that died. Got probably 2 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago. Thank you, Alistair. Excellent recommendations as always, and I wish you luck. And you know, on this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, man. Bye-bye.
See you, Alistair.
0203 286 637. Now, why are you still on Twitch? You're supposed to be behind the paywall now because we said if we met certain criteria in terms of new Patreons, haven't had any new Patreons today. If you want the whole show dedicated to you, become a 666 or above right now. If we get enough patrons or we get enough subs here, or we made £600, we do an extra hour here. And we got the £600. Thanks.
You complied with one of our list of demands.
We had, let's go through it. Beefy Steam Pig was one of them. Gemma Sofa Bum was another. And on behalf of Mr. Big LLP was the rest. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We get the most money from the donations. That's where we get the... I mean, can I help you?
Yes, you're saying, could you put some dinner in front of me, please?
We get the biggest percentage from the donations, if you're wondering how to help. But the Patreon feels like work. And I mean that in the best possible way. It feels like we're actually working. Yeah. We're earning. That's the phrase. It feels like we're earning our money. And you get shed loads of stuff. If you join the 666 now, you get podcasts and videos all the way back to June, and you get everything this month. And there's some great stuff. Oh, Jesus!
You can see up your shorts.
What the
You can see up your shorts.
What? I can see a bollock. I can see 2 bollocks.
Are you related in any way to Nicki Minaj?
What are you doing?
How to see the camera properly after like 2 years?
Oh, Jesus. Well, TOS, mate.
See the whole room.
You can see
the room.
There's not much room, it would seem. Oh, my God!
Be careful.
Please don't move.
Can you put our box in front of his?
Please don't move. Please don't move.
Wiggle us along.
There we go. It doesn't work. Even the box won't cover it. TOS, ban, TOS. Everyone is outraged.
Is it a short stay today, Gav?
Now it looks...
I don't want to police your uniform, but it's cold out.
Ballsford. Now it looked Nadford. Now it looks like you've got no shorts on at all.
Minajford.
Oh my God!
It's coming closer!
Try and do things right.
Dickford.
Let me do it.
Bollockford.
Knutsford. Knutsford.
Holy.
Not that cold outside. You've got a fire on in September.
Yeah, I haven't turned the heating on though. Will not turn the heating on until the 18th of October.
Yep. That's my birthday, by the way.
Yeah, that's why I turned the heating on, to celebrate your birth. Isn't it, Biggers? Isn't it?
I had a dream.
Sofa King, be careful. I'm not going to read that out. I don't want my podcasters to hear that. The fire has gone out. I'm cool. I'm cool with that now. I don't want our podcasters to hear that Sofa King jaded, so that is outrageous. You need a log throwing on. Are you talking to me or Gatford?
Anyway, Gary.
I had a dream last night about Iain.
Here we go, and that's why he's exposing himself.
I don't know whether this is related to your. I know it's a bit short. Your 26th of September thing, but I went to a book signing. You'd written a book about Elton John.
Happy Shark says the new game. Can you remember what's up Gatford's shorts? Adam Sheardown. Fancy some roast spuds. All crispy around the edges. Go on. I'd written a book about Elton John. Yes.
Yeah, and I went to the book signing, and you signed the book like Donald Trump did. You know, that funny kind of weird like barcode signature that he does.
I don't know that, no.
So look up, Google Donald Trump's signature.
I'll Google what I want to Google when I want to Google it. All right, let's have a little look.
It's scratchy, and he uses a felt tip.
Okay, let's do it. Donald Trump signature. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Look at that, guys.
As if we didn't know he was mad enough already.
Look at that. That's incredible.
I think that patient needs to maybe have its medication reduced.
But
it looks like one of those graphs that you have when you're hooked up to a monitor.
Yeah, it's a lie detector, isn't it? It's a lie detector.
It's ECG. But that's how you signed the book that you'd written about Elton John.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether on the 26th of September you fancy starting writing a book about Elton John.
I could do. I was yes, I could do. I was hanging out. Well, I was stood next to David Furnish the other day, so I could do that.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much that's the book.
My fans, you'll be pleased to hear, there's a bonus podcast on Wednesday, not from our stream, from the Computer Game Show guys. Comes out Wednesday morning. What fun it was recording with that. I laughed so much. I did take over the show a little bit because I was very nervous, but what fun. And loads, in the end, I had to, because I posted their email address, it said spam it. In the end, I had to go, right, can we stop reading out emails from my listeners, please, because they're weird. Look at that face. Look at that face. That's one of the culprits.
You know anything about this, Gatford?
It's possible that I may have submitted a question.
I think yours was the tipping point where I went, all right, can we just stop this now and get on with the show? So you may hear, they may cut it out, you may hear half of your email being read out. But thank you to everyone who did write in. It was very, very funny. There's the link for the Computer Game Show. Go and subscribe. The podcast comes out on Wednesday. We do talk a bit about computer games, but we also talk, the first 45 minutes is kind of like this show.
You astound me.
There's also a really interesting conversation that I threw into the mix about pierced nipples, but also about, I said, how do you, I said, it's interesting. I said, they had.
Hold on. I think he's left Good Morning now, hasn't he?
What does that mean?
I think he's saying Piers Morgan.
Okay. Where they had me on because one of their regular presenters was not there, Sean.
Your favourite?
So my favourite. So they invited guests in, and the week before they'd had Pika Pies, who is not Pika Pies, maybe it is Pika Pies, who is a woman. And I said, it's really interesting that you had a woman on. And I said, it's also interesting you invited me on because we're all white, middle-aged guys. And I said, I wonder what that is about. Obviously, you're friends and you started the podcast. Do you ever feel you need to be more diverse. And I recounted the story of when we had Imani Coppola on, one of my favourite people, one of my absolute favourite people. And at the end of the interview, she said, how many black guests have you had? Am I the only black guest you've had? And we had to go, yeah, you are. And she said, I'm not saying it to call you out. I'm just asking you to think about it. And it was uncomfortable, but it was great because uncomfortable is like, you know, forces change or encourages change. And I recounted that story to them. And I said, I hope you don't think this is ambushing, because it's not. I just said it's something that has been, I have been thinking about a lot since Imani, and that was like 8 months ago or something. And I wondered if it's something you had thought about. Listen to the podcast to hear them say, we don't want any people of colour on here. No, listen to the podcast because it's a really interesting conversation. And they embrace the question with in a really open way. And I thought it was a really interesting conversation to have. So have a listen to that.
Are you replacing Kath with Floella Benjamin then?
Yes, we are. That's what we're doing. But also we do talk about pierced nipples, and we talk about not being able to talk to other dads and stuff like that. It's a funny episode, but I just thought it was a really nice. It was nice. It was a very interesting conversation.
About David Turner's though, because I got caught out. I said something last week in the Twitch chat, and he tweeted it to me, and made me feel like, I don't know, about two inches tall.
Yeah. Well, we've seen something of yours that's 2 inches tall, and we never want to see it again. Good day to you, sir. Good day to you, sir.
That's why I asked if it was cold, to be honest.
Good day to you, sir. 0203. What a show this morning. It feels like ages since we've done one. I think it's because we only did one of these last week. And I was thinking, God, I'm not really in the vibe, but this is turning into a great one. If you want to take part, you can in the chat. You can also call us 0203 286 6370. Very quickly, sorry, we missed a couple of subs.
All right, cool.
No, we missed. Did we get Loco is here? I think we did Loco is here.
I don't remember hearing that.
We did Pringles and we did
Good
Loco
luck with
is here.
this one. I mean, how are you going to pronounce that?
Pringles. Oh, that one. That's a follow, so we don't need to pronounce it, but it's 308.
Okay.
Inch eye, private eye.
Do you want to see
Shrinkford.
something really cute? My daughter showed me something really cute yesterday.
Oh, mate. Is this one you emailed to...
Yeah, it's the last one. It's a TikTok link. Have you got TikTok on here?
I can get anything I want.
Of course it's TikTok, because it was submitted to me by a 13-year-old, and she spends a lot of time on there. Oh, look.
Oh, hang on. We got a new Patreon.
Nice.
Hey, Stephen.
Welcome.
So we've got 2 new Patreon. Well, we've got Lorna has upgraded, and we've got Stephen. Stephen, let us know. You now get to join us after midday in the paywall. You should be able to see the post. If you can't find the link, please send us an email, and with great pleasure, because you're a newbie, you're a noob, with great pleasure, we will send you the link for the paywall. So let us know. Have a little look around. You should be able to see it if you're on our feed, not just in Patreon in general. Go for week commencing, whatever the week is.
13th.
With paywall. There's 2. One has paywalls, one doesn't. And Womble Dan, we're up to 11. We might make 20 subs today. We're up to 11.
That's the stuff of dreams.
That's the stuff of dreams. So, Stephen, that's brilliant. Thank you. The rest of the show is dedicated to you, Stephen.
This TikTok.
Okay, let's have a little look at this.
It's so cute. Basically, it's a 2-year-old having fun with filters.
Oh, baby. Sofa King Jaded, that's you, Stephen. Stephen, Sofa King.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. Once the show is finished, have a little dig around. There's loads of stuff in there. Sofa King Jaded, the show is dedicated to you. Is this it?
Yeah.
And let us know if you can't find the paywall link. Now, is there a way? I don't think you can make it bigger still on the app, and I don't know how to log in, so we'll have a little look. And is there audio? There will be audio.
There is cute audio.
Okay.
I'm a pizza bug. And what's it? Pineapple. I'm a seagull. Waterland.
I'm a seagull. That ain't no seagull, kid.
I'm a seagull.
A teagle.
A teagle.
I'm a teagle.
Waterland.
Do you know what I noticed about George, my cat?
Yeah.
He's got human's eyes.
Yeah, he has.
He's got human's eyes. I was looking at him last night. I thought, oh my God, those are the eyes of an actual human. They're not cat's eyes.
Yeah, that's why I did that picture of him. He's incredible. And he's got
It's
like
upstairs.
the most incredible eyeliner.
Now, where is the George picture? I think it's... I think it's upstairs. Pigeon, not Steagle, said Steph. You're absolutely right. Sofa King says,
Stupid 2-year-old.
Sofa King says, I hurt my neck, so I took the day off unblocking drains. Well done. Oh, this is what I was saying earlier. This is why I'm excited today. Cable Management Day. Oh. I was looking at, I've got all the cables under here, and I want them to go under the desk, right? And all of the methods, and we'll come back to this, I promise, all of the methods involve drilling. Drilling like a thing. I don't like drilling.
No.
I don't like drilling. But then I saw a video, and someone said you can do it with the super strong Velcro.
Yes.
I've got a roll of the super strong Velcro. So I'm going to have a go. And I've got the curly thing. So I'm going to have a go at putting all of the cables, sticking them under the table with super strong Velcro. That will be my dream.
I look forward to seeing the results.
I may not do it today, actually, because I don't know if I can be bothered. Here we go.
Oh, I'm a buzzy.
I'm a buzzy.
I'm Nestroop. Oh, it's raining. And now I've got my hat on.
Oh, this is great. How is she? About 9, 12, 15?
Who? The
This
baby?
kid. The
2.
baby. 2 years old. 2 years old. Not the giant sellotape. No.
Hi, I'm in Donny Tup.
Donny Tup. That's horrendous.
Hi, I'm in Donny Tup.
I am a Donny Tup.
Hi, I'm in Donny Tup.
Oh, hang on. It says part 2. There's another one.
Where's part 2? I can't see.
It says part 2. So where's part 1?
Let's go to Tim and Ted. Oh, there she is. There she is bullying a chicken.
Poor
Careful.
Where are you going? Can I put him down now?
Yeah, put him down now, I think.
How come they've not had many views? I thought this would be viral. Here we go.
I'm a Pluto. Marshmallows swimming on chocolate.
Oh.
Coin. A big coin. Now where's my dad? I'm a glittery boo. Yeah. The house is gonna a treasure. I'm a Pluto.
Jeez, this is insane. There was another one. That one, isn't it?
Party potato. Cheers. Another cheers. A sloth of a cup of tea.
Oh.
Ice cream. I'm an ice cream mummy. A skateboard.
This is insane.
Ah, swimming in the hole. Party potato.
Jeez, I could watch this all day. Hang on, that's this. TikTok dance.
Space girl, I saw a lunar eclipse.
Watch this one.
Looked like how I feel but your lips.
Aw, that's so cute.
This is crazy.
Show me that basketball immediately.
I'm a quadricep. Mummy, I'm a football. Chris. Me. Hello, I'm Twinkle. I'm pink. I'm a quadricep.
And so,
And that's how you get lost on TikTok.
Sofa King JD makes a great point. I'm glad I took acid when this stuff didn't exist. Imagine the kids, 17, 18-year-olds are going insane now, putting a little Bart Simpson, I don't know if it's still Bart Simpson on their tongue and watching this shit.
Mushroom, one more. Oh, and that's what they're seeing.
I'm a green orange. Yeah.
Green orange.
Yeah. I'm a diamond tap.
Oh, God.
Twice.
Oh, my gosh. Peas with boobies. Jeez, Jeez, this is incredible.
Oh my God, there was so
What's she doing with the eye? Watch the eye on this side. It's doing this. It's doing the.
Yeah, it's doing.
There you go. Look.
It's doing what my eye does when someone comes in called like Big Tit Lover or something.
Oh, this has to have 4.7 million views.
All right, well, deservedly so.
Okay. There we go. 0203 286 6370 is the phone number. You can call us anytime. If we miss your call, Sophie King, I just enjoyed looking at the frost. Yeah. It was when I remember taking acid once. And we sat, it was nighttime, it was very dark. We sat around the kitchen table and we had, you don't really hallucinate like this. People, it just makes things kind of wobbly and you see patterns. You can understand, you'll see like trees in a row and you'll see the pattern of the trees and stuff. Sat around the table, candles, and we're listening to a Revolver and looking at this candle. And then as Eleanor Rigby comes on, the Beatles came round dressed in tuxedos, carrying stringed instruments, played Eleanor Rigby, took a bow and then walked back. It was the most fun I've ever had. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. We are gonna go behind the paywall in 17 minutes, and thank you Patreons for being so understanding. We can afford to do the free stuff because of your generosity. I will be back. If we do say goodbye to you at midday, I will be back around about 4 o'clock listening to classic Bezic. I am very, very excited. You'll be able to call in as well if you want and chat about that. Maybe we'll do the Discord chat. Maybe we will. We'll see. It's one of my favourite things, listening to old Bezic. Oh, Wombledam. We missed you. I think we missed Wombledam. Did we miss Wombledam?
Yes, we did.
That makes 12 subs. If we could get 8 more subs, that would make my day. That would make my day. If we got 8 more subs, we'd get to be 20 subs. That'd be a great amount. Now we could walk away feeling proud of that. Oh yeah, the Bezic stuff is some of my favourite stuff, and there's loads of them. There's got to be about 100 of them. Caterpillar has a meeting at 12, but you should be there for Bezic. Free to watch on here. It will go up as a podcast for the 666ers and above.
And it's vintage Bezic, so it will be quite rum.
The language is outrageous, and also the character he plays is wonderful.
But there was me thinking that this kind of grumpy devil-may-care attitude came from the fact that he's coming towards the end of his job, his career.
Oh, he was more.
But
he was more.
It's always been a thing, has it?
Yeah. Oh no, even more so. Let me play a bit in a second. David Williams, thank you for the sub. Crayfish, thank you for gifting the sub to Lisa Calvers. We're up to 14. Alex Black 79. Oh bloody hell, that's actual Iain Lee, flipping legend. You can call us if you want.
You can speak to actual Iain Lee.
If you want to speak to a legend, I'm here, baby. And my friend Catherine, who is legendary as well.
I'll just keep quiet.
I'm here. We are here. Should we play just like a little sousson of the classic Bezic to try and entice you to, and if you call and we miss your call, we call you back, okay? To try and entice you to come and join us at 4 o'clock, or come and join me. You're welcome to join in if you want, Catherine. I know you'll have the kids at that point, so you don't need to. I'm happy for it to be a solo mission.
They just keep turning up around 4-ish. I don't know what's going on with these people. They don't do a stick of work.
Where my drive? It's a new folder. Go on, you spotted something?
No, I spotted something from Microsoft. They're going to charge me for something, and I don't think I want them to, so I'm just trying to address that quietly and subtly.
Alex Black, I apologise to the equally legendary Katherine Boyle. There's no need for an apology.
Big up yourself.
Okay, I'm just going to dive in. Oh, God. You can't see my email. Oh, do you know what? I don't really care if you see my email. This is how many Bezics we've got, right? This is how many Bezics we've got. So we start here. Oh God, no, we don't. Look, it's still loading up. Hang on. We start here, and it goes. So this is the amount of Bezics we got. Look at this, guys. This series is going to run and run. Look at this. Run and run and run. Let's pick one at random. Tell me when to stop, Catherine. Oh, hang on. I'm not going. Tell me when to stop.
Now.
Okay. Tell me when to stop.
Now. Again.
Okay. So it's Red Rose Bezic, August 1985. It could be fruity. I apologise in advance. We're going to dive in halfway through. Lots of great adverts as well. So we're going to dive in at 14:24. So we'll be doing one of these, maybe two, tonight at 4 o'clock.
They fought on their own soil.
Indeed, they came into the Second World War as soon as somebody poked them in the eye with a sharp stick.
But I think that the whole...
That's the American policy. Let's own the world, but let's keep it at bay.
The whole nuclear question...
There's a lot of nuclear talk.
So what can we do with it? Just let it die...
I've already answered that and said we can't do anything with it. That is one of the reasons why I don't actually want to create it in the first place. But now that it is there, we will still have it. It will still exist.
Right, thank you for your answer.
It's all right. Thank you for your question.
Wow.
That's him being polite, by the way.
He sounds like he's got a stick up his arse.
Peter, how do?
Hello.
How do? Still there?
Yeah,
Hello?
but he doesn't care. He says it in a way that means he does. Mind you, he says it like that now, doesn't he?
I just want to talk about...
Whatever you want to talk about, you'll have to do it louder.
I want to talk about
Horses?
Well,
Horses? Horse racing. Very good, yes. Speak louder anyway.
Well, it's when they're running, you know, with jockeys on back. It seems cruel how they whip them, you know.
What's about horses? When they're running, you know, with jockeys on back.
It strikes me as very strange that people rang up to be spoken to like this with such
And he had
contempt.
so many callers.
Yeah, but James Whale was doing the same thing, wasn't he?
Not as good as this.
But what I mean is sounding bloody furious.
Yeah. Blanco says, I used to ring into Bezic around 1985. I was 10. It will be in here somewhere. It will be in here somewhere. What name did you use? What name would you have used? And we'll keep an ear out for it.
It is cruel how they whip them. There's no seams about it. It is.
Yeah, well,
It's for money.
yeah, but don't think it's a bit daft whipping half for money, really? Because that's all they're doing it for, really, isn't it?
Yes, that's all they're doing for it. I don't think it's daft. I think it's very sensible if you happen to be a monetarist pig. But if you're a horse, it's not a lot of laughs. And more important than that, it's ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous, that people spend money to find out which one of them can run the quickest. I cannot think of anything more stupid.
I mean, there's no word to explain it, is there?
No, so we won't bother trying to find one, shall we? Saves a lot of messing. Dave, how are you?
Dave, where's
Hello,
my
Alan.
telephone and not asking me
Hello.
questions?
I'd like to make a comment about this woman that was on before, talking about rent, council rent.
Yes, I'm sure you would. What would you like to say?
Well, you said to her that
What would you like to say?
the situation in
What
not
would you
getting
like to
repairs
say?
done was unlikely to be resolved until we sorted out some way of easing the financial constraints on the councils.
Yes.
Now, before that, you said that rents aren't enough to service the interest.
In many cases, was what I said.
Well, that's true. Round by where I live in Liverpool, 75% of the rents go to interest charges.
Yes.
And I'm surprised at you not pointing out the obvious answer to this problem, which is to nationalise the banks.
How very socialist you are, David.
Well, I'm surprised at you professes to be a socialist.
Well, I've never yet professed to be a socialist.
Yes, you have.
All right, I'm not going to argue with you on that. We cannot resolve it. But I have never yet said I am a socialist.
Well, you have. I've heard you saying it.
Very good, then I'm a liar. So I'm a socialist liar now. Is there such a beast? Can you be a liar and a socialist? Surely it's impossible. However, let us come back to the point at stake, and which was almost beyond me. But you say that we should nationalise the banks.
The suffering.
If you're the sufferer, there may well be every point. Let me ask you another question, Stephen, because we do need to establish what it is you're advocating, what it is you're in favour of. Are you in favour of compulsory euthanasia?
No, voluntary.
Voluntary. So your question, what is the point of suffering, actually doesn't come into existence, does it?
I love it. We'll be having some of that.
Gosh.
Can anyone edit this so Alan could be speaking to himself? There can be. There was a great one I heard yesterday. It was about censorship. And a guy said, I think it's wrong that people can censor what I want to watch. And Alan said, they can't. Yes, they can. No, they can't censor what you want to watch. Yes, they can. I want to watch horror films and I can't. No, they're censoring what you can watch. Yeah. They cannot censor what you want to watch. Yes, they can. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Blanco says, I would have used a false name as I thought it was naughty at midnight ringing Bezic to be cheeky. I went to meet him opening a local DIY shop too.
Blanco.
This is great. Where did you find these? Someone sent it to me. It was not Charlie Wolf, but someone who calls themselves Charlie Wolf. We've not seen him for a while, actually. 4 o'clock. Those were quite dry calls. 4 o'clock. Come and join me for a couple of hours. We'll listen to some of those. We'll stop and start it. You can call in.
You'll listen to an array of people being reprimanded.
Yeah, it will be a right old laugh. We're going behind the paywall in 8 minutes. If you want to join us, you need to sign up, like Stephen did, to the 666 Patreon wall.
Could everyone just be more Stephen today, generally?
Oh, Stephen is my hero.
Stephen's such a great guy.
I love this guy. There is the link. Well, we both went for it, Katie. I just beat you. Sofa King Jaded stopped. What? What stopped? The show? We're here. We're going to stop at midday. We're going to go behind the paywall. Thank you, patrons, as well, for being so understanding and allowing us to do that. We can afford to do the free stuff because of your wonderful, wonderful patronage. And I spent ages worrying about the ratio of free to paid. And then I spoke to Paul, spoke to Alex, and I spoke to David. And
He spoke to me a tiny bit.
I spoke to you. I got big old. Could you squeeze this for me?
On stream?
Yeah.
Let me see it. Let me see what we're working with here. I don't think it's ready yet.
It is ready.
Come here.
I know my head. You got to go hard. You cannot hurt me.
I don't want to. Thing is, I don't want to stick my nails in you.
Well, don't stick my nails in. Just use pressure.
It's not ready.
Okay. I think it is.
That's going to be a proper and juicy one if you leave it long enough. It'll be more satisfying. I'm telling you now.
Can't remember what I was saying, but I was saying something. Jim's doing a reaction video to that. I'm disappointed my reaction video didn't go. It was the ratio of free to paid. And actually, can't remember who said it, but the paid stuff allows us to do the free stuff. And I hope that you get that. We may get some Patreons that disappear because they feel there's too much free stuff, or they may wonder what they're paying for. That's absolutely cool. But you're paying so that we can do the free stuff.
Also, there is loads and loads of extra stuff behind that paywall.
So much stuff. And thank you for your patronage. We're having a great time in doing it. It's paying nearly all of my mortgage. So that's great. Thank you very much indeed. I'm kind of feeling, because we've got 6 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And I don't want to start any of those wonderful stories that you gave us. Oh, here's a heads up as well. You can call us for the next hour, even if you're not in the paywall. You even if you're not watching us, you can call us. Sofa King Jaded, if not for the free stuff, I wouldn't have joined the Patreon. Exactly.
People wouldn't know. This is the thing, you know.
Mr. Cairo says, hey, I know your face. I guess that's addressed to you.
Yeah. It's Mr. Daniel Minogue.
Paul Grimsey says, I'm cool with it. Be all free if you like. I think most people sub because we just like you, apart from your zip vids, you scumbag. It isn't. Most people don't, and we've had that conversation with some people, but you know there are some people that do. Mr. Cairo says no, and then he does the less than symbol.
I think it's an arrow.
Okay. Oh, moi. Well, s'il vous plaît.
His name is underneath his face, so...
Moi. So maybe, do you recognise the name?
Do a little bit of Googling.
Do you recognise the name as well as the face? That is...
There's the key.
The question. Got there eventually. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. 0203 286 6370. Oh, we didn't check in. We'll check in. Oh my God, where is that? Where do I see that? Retweet it.
Twitter.
Retweet it. This picture's going to blow your freaking mind.
It's a tweet that says, "Remember to repot your cats. They need room to grow."
You ready for this, guys? This is the cutest thing you're going to see. Even cuter than the kids saying seagull instead of pigeon. Boom.
That's me. He does not look very pleased.
If you're listening, can we describe it for the people who are listening on to the podcast?
I think that's a ginger Persian cat. Certainly a flat-faced variety of cat wedged into a bowl. The bowl is more of a colander, actually. It's got sort of heart-shaped, quite big holes in it, so that the cat inside the bowl is... his fur is bulging out through the heart-shaped gaps, and the whole effect is just so adorable.
It's treated by someone called Robin Roll, who's at the Gala Boob, and he's a further tweet saying, "Follow me if you want more cats that have had enough of your shit."
I live with one.
Here we go. It hates the windy beach. Oh my God! Why would you take a cat to the beach? I often think about taking one of my cats to see my mum. but I'm not quite sure how it would work.
Seriously considering putting the raggies on Leeds.
Raggy dolls.
What do you reckon?
I think that's an insane thing.
Jackson Galaxy recommends taking. They're too little to go out on their own. They really want to go out.
Well, Yoshi has been out several times.
Yoshi's worked out the cat flap, so now it means that it's on inward only, much to Willow's chagrin. So, something's got to give, but they're too tiny and they're healing from their operations, so they ain't going out without me, certainly.
As you know, I am a cat whisperer. I have never we did put Toby on a lead.
I put Willow on a lead once, and she looked at me in a way as to say, don't ever do this again and don't tell anyone about it.
We did it to Toby when we moved house and to get him used to the garden. Then he got run over and killed 2 weeks later. So,
But the moral of that story is...
Don't put cats on leads.
Okay.
Don't put... Ragdolls are notoriously not streetwise.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I know that. And I've got 2, and they're absolute dickheads.
Did you have to force the cat through the cat flap? I had bad experiences trying to make my cat understand what a cat flap was about. I did. The number of times I've sat there with my hand, putting my hand going, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, lifting it, holding it, putting it down, look at this, and then pushing. No, not having it.
I use string and sellotape.
Okay, talk to me.
Obviously, it's quite daunting putting your face, going head first out of something, putting your face to what looks like a window, right?
Yeah.
Everything else in their life that is because our cat flap is see-through.
Yes.
Doesn't move. So it takes quite a lot of confidence to do that. So what you do is you get your cat flap and you get a bit of string. And at first you have the string holding the cat flap up on sellotape, right? And then gradually you lengthen the string so that the cat flap is lower and lower and lower so that they understand that you can go through it. And then finally it's down. But I've not had to do that with the kittens. Why? Because they have one of those, they have an enclosed litter box because they both use the same one and it absolutely pen and inks. And for a long time they were in the living room and I couldn't live like that. So they had this enclosed cat flap, this enclosed litter box, which of course means they ain't afraid of a cat flap because they go in and out through this thing.
We're going to look at that when we go behind the paywall. And we are going behind the paywall now. You are very welcome to come and join us. Patreon.com/Iain and Catherine, IAIN and Catherine with a K. Here's the link.
It's written here.
Go there, join the 666 plus VAT and above, and you will get the link to see the rest of the show. We will see you, guys. I'm going to say 33 seconds.